Hello guys, and welcome to episode 15 of my Yesh campaign in Steel Division 2, playing on the Soviet side. Previously we continued our attacks towards Yesh, specifically onto the light AA battalion here as well. That was to take down the AA net, which is going to allow us to put up our own air superiority and also potentially reinforce our troops with our aircraft. But one thing I do want to do at the start today is get some reinforcements in. It's something you guys have been asking me to do for a while. We do have 50 points available and we can bring in probably a couple of tank brigades. So that's what I'm going to be looking at doing. I'm probably going to want one over here where we don't have any tanks towards Target for Moss. And we're also probably going to want one here towards Yesh. So that's what I'm going to be looking at. We've got the 18th Tank Corps, which is over here. And then we've got the KMG, which is over here. The 6th Tank Army, which is here, and then the 52nd, which is on the far right, and the 53rd, which joins the center here. Now the 53rd doesn't have any reinforcements, neither does the 52nd just yet. We can do 6th Tank Army and 18th Tank Corps, so I'm going to be bringing in units from both of those. Let's go to the 6th Tank Army first. So I want to find a really good T-34 unit that can push well. I think most of these are going to be decent. Well, the nice thing about these T-34 brigades is that they do have a reasonable amount of infantry following them up. I'm just going to double check all of them just to see if there's any that do differ in the way they're set up. See, this one comes with the 6th Motorized Rifle Brigade, which is way better than the 80th Motorized Battalion. Although the Motorized Battalion, I guess, does have the T-34s there. This one has Shermans and then a Mechanized Brigade. This one has the 9th Mech and the 46th, which is Valentine's. This one is T-34s and Assault Gun Brigade. Oh, the Assault Gun Brigade could be fun. Or the Su-76s. And then there's the HQ section, which is Churchills. That's awesome. A bunch of Su-152s, Su-85s, and the 22nd Pioneer Brigade. I think the one with the T-34s and then the Motorized Rifle Brigade is best. I think we're going to go for that one, although it is 30 points. Let me just check if there's any that are 20 points here that I could bring in. I mean, this does give us ASU-122s and some AA. I do have AA here already. Let's see. This is a Motorized Rifle Battalion. This gives us a AT Battalion. Yeah, the Motorized Rifle Brigades are both 30 points each. Okay, so that's not really going to work. I kind of want to bring in both this turn. I might do the ones with the Motorized Battalions. We're bringing this one over here. And at the 18th Tank Corps, or sorry, the 6th Tank Army, we can bring in the 80th Motorized Battalion. There we go. So this one has T-34s, T-34 76 Rosutkas, and this one has Su-57s and BA-10Ms. Those can just be the reinforcements, but either way, I want to make sure these are coming down towards the front line and reinforcing us ASAP. Lovely. Okay, so that's reinforcement spent. You see the importance of actually bringing them in ASAP isn't that important because, you know, we're doing it turn-based and they can only get so far each turn. So doing it at the beginning or the end of the turn doesn't make a difference, even though we've had multiple episodes on the same turn. Right, I do need to sort out, of course, air superiority, and we only have one that can do that, the 178th Guards Fighter Regiment. So we'll set them up over here. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Brilliant. So we have that covered. I'm going to make sure to hit this unit with the bombard if I can. Great. That's going to prevent a potential initiation there. And then we've got this AA that's going to head down to the front. So let's go ahead and do that. Right. This artillery can also bombard on this side. We'll remove the 11th Hussar Regiment. And now we're going to be looking at attacks we can make on the right. So they do have the 178th 79th Tank Destroyer Battalion here, which does have some Stug 4s, as well as the Marder 3. They are going to be a little bit tough to get rid of, especially since I'm not able to bring in any aircraft due to the AA back here. So what I might try and do instead is attack somewhere where they would be reinforced in Phase B. Although saying that, that would be the same regardless, wouldn't it? Because they only have 2 action points, so they'd always be coming in Phase B regardless. Hitting the 97th Fusilier Battalion is probably the best bet. Reason being is it's mostly recon, and also it's a German recon unit. There's no Kalari. So let's see. I think we'll probably push in with just a couple of these rifle regiments. It will leave us pretty vulnerable to counterattack, depending on what gets brought in to reinforce. I'm probably going to attack the 79th as well, and then we'll also attack the 3rd. I think we'll do all of those. So I'm going to do the 269th and the 9th Guards Airborne into this attack, and we might as well have the 772nd just in case in Phase B. Or actually the HQ is probably a better shout. Let's tactical battle, and we'll jump on in. I think the tanks are coming, which is good, because it means if we win this in Phase A, we disorganize them as well. Well, if we let it get to Phase B, which we will. Yeah, the 179th Tank Destroyer Battalion did get pulled in. Cool. So, in the open, probably just going to rely on an OB, although it might be worth me just going up the hill first and seeing what's going on up there before we do anything rash. Let's just bring in plenty of Strelki that can push up the hill with some snipers to back them up. And that way I can figure out what's here and around here, and then we can just set up a load of OBs, take control of the entire right side. Right. Meanwhile, elsewhere, we'll throw some in here. I'm going to throw some over to the left. Probably want something to take that hill, so I'll just send a few there that can go and unload. We'll have some Strelki push into the town, and I'll need some that move up the right hand side. But those can have maybe a few Maxims with them. I don't think there's any AT guns or anything too scary to worry about, so I'm going to launch and we'll see how we do. Just a standard infantry deployment at the start. Watch them ride into battle. Okay, I'm going to get my snipers to unload relatively far up, at least so I can kind of scout over the town. And I'm probably going to want one that can unload and move to the right hand side. Yeah, we can get these two to do that. I'm going to have to unload these early. And I'm going to bring a couple of Strelki there. Okay. We can unload some of these, I guess. Let's just unload these, kill that MG. The MGs do hold the front line, so gotta be a little bit concerned about those, but otherwise we're all good. There we go, MG down. These can continue into the town. Oh, I did lose one of my trucks. I lost two of my trucks. to the Fusilier there. Oops. That's not good. Bit of a mistake. Looks like I might need something that can push through towards this flag. These ones, I'm going to have a few move to the left. The rest can carry on. Okay, good. Getting off the BMWs. Making a decent amount of ground. I don't want to win too quickly, so far it's not too bad. The reason we don't want to win that quick is because we want to have the enemy tanks come in phase B. So got to make that happen. Right, these can all start running forwards, so at least they're in rifle range. These can all push forwards. May as well have my snipers be moving up as well. Is this motorcycle actually doing serious damage to me? That's embarrassing. I was going to bring OBs up on the right, but it doesn't look like I need to, so we'll just go for like Strelki DP into the town here. Right, we have a minor defeat on our enemy in 6 minutes and 50 seconds. We want at least a major victory. So we're going to have to push a little harder. Total victory would be nice because I'd destroy the unit that we attacked. Okay, we're still moving up. Could bump into Fusiliers at any minute. We've got plenty of them. We are starting to bump into them a little bit there. The DP machine guns just are really bad. And we're going to win probably too quickly at the moment, but if I want the major victory, then it seems as though I'm going to have to push this hard. Because when it was on minor victory, it was still only 4 minutes till we won, which was weird. Usually it takes a little longer than that. I guess I could just like pull all the way back and then extend the game that way, but it'd be harder to get a total victory or a minor victory that way. Yeah, this might not be good. Because if we push forwards but I don't end up disorganizing the tank unit, it could come back to bite me in the next turn. Oh well, we'll just commit. If we destroy a unit, then that's good regardless. I'm just going to speed things up at this point. Probably shouldn't have let that Sharky die. I was looking straight at it as well. We lost 3 units of Strelki. We're going to almost have every flag though. Getting close there with all the Mozins. Absolutely wrecking them. There we go. Total victory, 7 minutes, 38 seconds. 30 kills, 3 losses. And 3 losses does suck, especially the 2 that died in the transport. I should have been paying attention to that, but never mind. Okay, do they get disorganized? I mean, they might still get disorganized anyway. We destroyed the unit. No, they didn't. Okay, so I guess I'll just go for these attacks anyway. Onto the 3rd Battalion of the 208th, and also the 90 or 79th Infantry Division HQ, because I can probably total victory both of them. Kind of tempted to hit the 179th Pioneer Battalion though. I guess I could hit both. If I hit this one with the 12th Guards Airborne, and I use plenty of smoke, that might work. Let's give it a go. We'll bring in these guys in Phase B. Okay. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Alright, let's tactical battle, and we'll jump on in. They didn't bring any reinforcements as far as I'm aware. See if we can get a total victory out of this. It might be difficult just because we're relying on airborne troops. But this is quite a kind map for covering our troops with smoke. I guess I could do some descent Razudka. Let's do that. Have them move to the right hand side here. I do have the descent Dushkas as well. I might put some descent Dushkas up on these hills. And I do have the OBs as well. An OB up on this hill would be fantastic. I can also do the same on the left here. We can put up a couple of descent OBs. Okay. I mean, pushing through the light cover is going to be tough, actually. But in the town, we can just rush up with a bunch of descent Niki. And I can have at least one mortar at the start. I kind of want a 82 mil. There we go. I'm going to need some supply. So these can both move up into the town, and the descent Niki themselves can split between this objective and this objective. Okay. We'll put 3 on one and 3 on the other. Could be worth bringing in descent Maxims as well, just to kind of cover them. Maybe one in the church, one in the center area there. Don't have much for the left hand side. I'm going to put like a single descent Niki over here. Let's deploy him over here, and then we'll have it unload early and run across to capture that flag. Okay, let's go. I don't really have anything to push up on the right hand side. I mean, maybe we could bring like a Dushka all the way over here. Or all the way up onto the ridge, maybe. But I don't want it to get overrun on its own. That might be a bad idea. At least my OBs should be in good positions. Let that get into cover. Let me stop it. Cool. That should be able to cover us. Maybe deploy that one a little far back. The one on the right here might do a little better. It would be better if I could get to this hill, but then I'd have to go all the way up this road and then to the left. I guess it's not impossible. Okay, let's have these all push through. And I'm gonna want to start mortaring these guys. These Maxims are getting wrecked. Not sure if the mortar fire here is really going to work too well. My descents, I thought they'd do better in the town, but I guess I could have smoked instead. That might have been better. Because the BMW motorcycles are actually causing me problems. And we'll keep these hidden best we can, just so I don't lose the unit entirely, if I can help it. And the Dushka's doing okay from the hill there. That's nice that this is kind of working. I might move this Dushka over as well, because it looks like they don't really have much on the right hand side. Because my mortar's so close, the dispersion on the smoke is kind of terrible. Which is also not helpful. Alright, let's have these try and push through the smoke if we can. This can try and kill the Panzerschreck maybe. And they're gonna get some descent Nuki DTs to come in. Just to hold the line for us. Alright, at least we're catching the ones out in the open quite well. Although I'm going to have to move this up. They're shooting my descent Nikki on the left. Bring up a couple there. Gonna get another Maxim for the church now things have calmed down a little bit. I need to get my descent engine to go up on the right hand side. These units are so difficult to deal with. I'm probably going to have to bring in a couple of 120 mortars, honestly. If I can take out that IG. Yeah, we got it. Really got to take out that IG. Hopefully it misses its first shot. If it doesn't, my OB is just straight up dead. Oh, almost dead. Not quite dead. I can't use the flamethrower that close either, so that's gonna die. I'm going to deploy both of these far back. Alright, we killed the IG, that's good. Maybe disarm maxims is just the way to go right now, because they're the only things that can apply damage at range that I have that are actually reliable. And my Dushka got killed. That's annoying. Okay, we'll have to bring in a couple on the right as well then. A couple disarm Niki just to hold the close range. We are making some ground, just not fast enough. So if we get to phase B, we only get another like bunch of disarms to back us up. I guess I get more points, which means obviously more mortars that might help, but yeah. Because maybe playing defensively and relying on mortars would have been a better way to go about things. I'm still getting the hang of like playing with these kinds of units, because I just feel like they're very, very difficult to manage. Having like only 100 meter range infantry, pretty rough. We could just charge them. I killed the gun feeder there, which at least takes away the leadership. Nice, this disarms actually does a serious amount of damage. They are going to die though. And why are they not? I think I gave them attack orders and then they just stopped. Not good. I'm going to have to get something that can capture the far right flag as well. At the moment, just letting the grenadiers come towards us, so my descents open up and kill them. It's fine when they don't have recon motorcycles like they did before. I know, still works. The unit with more health actually died. Fair enough. The AI can be like relentlessly aggressive sometimes. So it kind of works in our favour if we play a bit more defensively. We have just moved into phase B though, which means more mortars. Gonna spend the big influx on just getting 120s in. And then we can start smoking up big time and also counter battery and kill the IGs and all that good stuff. So let's get some good old squads of descents in here. Gonna start moving forwards with the Desert Niki DT. Gotta get these disarm maxims to move up as well. I think my OB is going to hit my own troops. Maybe. I think I might have just gone past them enough. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's get all of these 120s unloaded. And we'll mortar the crap out of the IG. And then we're going to want to get rid of that Pack 40 as well. Especially if it's been resupplied. I'm going to get the Maxim back into the church. This one can start pushing forwards. Okay, good. And now we have enough mortars, this should go quite quickly. Because I'm probably just going to be charging onto the objectives. And if we can capture enough of them quick enough, we can get a total victory. I'll destroy the unit, and that's what we're looking for. Any units that get in our way, we can mortar. It's out of range. Okay, gonna have to bring in some supply trucks for these. I have a limited amount of supply trucks. So that's why I can only have a certain number of mortars really on the field at the same time. Send a couple deaths out to get over here. Actually, let's just send one. And I guess we could use Chernos. Actually, Chernos are probably a better choice at this point. Especially where we're breaking out into open ground. Yeah, so we'll get some Chernos over here. That's annoying. Alright, we're gonna have to get rid of that MG. We're on to the major victory, which is just disorganized or disheartened, so that's not too bad. I'm going to re-aim a few of these at the grenadiers there just to get rid of them. We have radios, so we'll get the corrected shot going. Might hit some of my distance with my own mortar fire. That'd be awkward. I really want to go for total victory, so I'm going to push across the open there. Should be in range here soon. Let's keep pushing on that Pack 40 on the left. No, Nice. Mortar hit that directly. Almost captured every flag. It's amazing what a few mortars can do. We lost a lot initially. A lot of the descents went down, but can't really help it. That's what they're there to do, is to die in a glorious charge under smoke. But obviously I didn't really use much smoke in the end because I couldn't really afford the mortars. I had to keep replacing the infantry. That was a bit of a bummer, but oh well. Let's move these into range. All these mortars are moving up because they were out of range of the targets I gave them. Okay. Oh no! The desserts nearly got killed by my own arty there. 24 flags, there we go, 18 minutes, 30 seconds, total victory. 52 kills, 25 losses. Yeah, a lot of descents died that day. Difficult to push with those divisions, it really is. Boom. Like it. Alright, let's try to do the same to this one. It should be arguably easier because we have more points in Phase A in which to do it. They do have pioneers though, so we're going to have to be a bit careful of the close range engagement. But they'll probably just come out with loads of MGs. It's tactical battle, and we'll jump on in. When we do have another airborne regiment, so I feel like we are going to lose some descents doing this. I guess I can do a triple OB on the right, or left this is, sorry. Then we'll do a bunch of descents to push this flag, a bunch of descents to push for this flag, descents to go for this flag, and don't know about in the open. I guess in the open we just do maxims. Okay. Then I'm going to need mortars, so we'll do mortar fire as well from the start. I'm going to do 2 on one side and 2 on the other, and we'll add to them afterwards. Just need them to help us pin things, especially MGs. I can afford another one, so we'll do 3 on the left. I guess maybe I should have gone for fly, but we can do that on the first tick. Let's just launch, see how we get on. So descents, we could do snipers as well. Snipers would not be a bad idea actually, because pioneers, they tend to only have 1 machine gun, so snipers don't die as quickly. Since they only have 20 points, they might not defend the right-hand side. Sometimes they don't. Schwimmwagen with an MG. Interesting. Oh, these actually bumped into something. Lost 2 of them. That's a shame. Alright, we'll just have these all go hide in the trees there. It looks like some of these also died. It's a lot of Shermbuyers there. That's not very fun. Bring in some snipers. And then I need some supply. We'll start arting the MGs, which I should definitely arty these. Now let's run across the open and engage these guys. Hopefully they stayed there long enough that they take mortar fire. Good. Recon's gone. Oh no. They managed to get their grenade off. I might have to unload this Dushka early, actually. Gonna push these snipers forwards. Hopefully we can kill off a lot of those close range units. I don't know what all these Oberblitz have in them. I'm going to push up to the left. Get the AOB up. Okay. I'm not really sure where to push. I mean, obviously, we'll keep heading towards the flags, but, like, they keep moving troops around all over the place. Kind of weird. Here comes the epic sniper play. Yeah, one of them's already dead. And no one's dead. I was bringing them into the town here so that I could spot things, but they weren't quite spotting them from the distance I hoped they would. It seems like these mortars are obsessed with killing my with killing my snipers. That's annoying. I was hoping we'd be able to get away from that. Never mind. If they get another grenade off, we lose. That'll fight. Yeah. They did. Okay. Well, these descents, I'm just going to send them over to the left side now because I can't really just run them past those pioneers. It's not going to work. See if we can get the dish going into the church just to give it some line of sight. Right, this is 2 more flags we can cap, so that'll be 20, and then this can be 21. That'll be a total victory. Kind of what I'm hoping for. Alright, just gonna hold on this town area up here. I could maybe go for the far one, but I don't think I need to. That's 20, need 21, and we're good. 21 could be this hill. Gonna try and go for it. Gonna leave one there. Actually, let's just leave the one on low health there. Okay. This isn't good. Quite a lot of stuff here. Let's just run him down. Hopefully we can kill off this guy. Did already throw his grenades, so that's good. That should win that fight. "20 seconds left. "10 seconds left. Do we get it? I've got to stay close to this objective. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Phew. Total victory. 10 minutes, 21 seconds. That was pretty rough. Again, quite a lot of losses. All the descents went down. Pioneers, I guess because they can attack from range and they have decent close range capability, are actually kind of the crux of the descent Niki formations. But at least we destroyed it, so that should be fine. They are dead. Good. Okay, we can move these guys up a little bit. May as well move these up a little bit as well. And unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So we'll make any more attacks we need to on the right-hand side in the next episode. And then we'll move on from there. Probably need to attack the 79th Infantry Division. We also need to take out the 1st Battalion of the 208th. And yeah, we're not arranged to attack anything on the right, so I'm probably just going to set all of those to dig in for the time being. Yeah, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.